my view, sustainability at program level is continuation of benefits to the target group, which means that benefit keep on reaching to the target group for a longer period of time. And for that, it's very important that we must understand that sustainability is less to do with self-sufficiency, because that is not possible. Had self-sufficiency been sustainability, then all the big industrialists would not have been borrowing money from larger banks. It means that self-sufficiency practically is impossible in many areas. What we are talking is of self-reliance, and I would define self-reliance as capacity to mobilize resources as and when required. So if we take that as sustainability, and if we want community organizations and the poor organizations of the poor to become sustainable, then what we need to do is probably not providing them with resources, because that cannot be done perpetually, but what we can do is build in them capacities to mobilize resources as and when they require. Now, how can we achieve this sustainability? In my opinion, for a program to become sustainable, which means that benefit keep on reaching the target group, there are certain conditions that need to be met. And foremost and the most important condition is interest of the target group. That interest can be generated only when cost-benefit relationship is absolutely clear to the target group, and they are clear that social cost is less than the benefit which they will get out of that. Then comes the question of financial costs. So financial cost-benefit relationships also need to be clear. That interest level is the primary condition. If that interest is not there, all other conditions met, programs cannot sustain. The second very important condition is there has to be a commercial component with every project, every program, which simply means that there are a certain set of activities. When external assistance is gone, those activities have to be bought or to be obtained by the target group on real market prices. For instance, if I am subsidizing fertilizer, once my project is over, target group will have to buy it on real market prices. For that, it is necessary that one, target group should have interest in that. Two, target group should have financial capacity to buy that service, to obtain that service on real market prices. And secondly, the support organization or the project which is supporting that target group is very clear that this has to be done. They have to switch over to real market situation. Another very important element is non-commercial service delivery, because there is always going to be a component which will have to be subsidized either by government or by society or by donors or by anybody else. For instance, agriculture extension is a subsidized service and it will remain subsidized service. Health, education, etc., etc. These are the sectors from where if you withdraw subsidy, poor will suffer most. So there it's of absolute necessity that target group is interested in the service. Number one. Number two, the service providers have interest and they have capacity, and on the top of this they have financing mechanisms to finance those services. For instance, if government departments do not have budget for agriculture extension, those services cannot sustain. So those are few of the conditions, in my opinion, which contribute to make a project or a program sustainable.